DSY, if you check, there's supposed to be a gap fill around this area, but that does not happen because of the weakness we experienced in the US dollar last week. As you can see, there's a gap here that still need to be filled in the 4-hour time frame. But last week we saw the DSY breaking this support level to the downside. After hitting this support, then there is a retest, and then you see a rejection at this area of resistance, so which means that the US dollar is weaker. So what are we now looking for going to the next week? So if you are just joining this channel for the first time, this is Ambafx. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I bring you the latest insights in the world of forex market. So do well to subscribe, like, and share. And then there's another thing I want to tell you guys before we continue this video. So do well to join our copy trading. So we launched a copy trading on HFM platform. So you need to join us, and then the minimum deposit you need is $100, and the result is guaranteed. Like, the result is guaranteed. So we have like 6 to 7 month result already. If you want to join, there is a link in the description box. Just click the link and follow us. Deposit a minimum of $100 and copy our trade and be profitable. You don't have to do anything, just copy the link. If you don't have HFM before, register, copy the link. When you register with the link and you already do your verification, you can still click the link back. It will take you to the strategy provider platform, where you just click on follow and you follow us, and you trade as the trade will enter automatically to your account as we trade. You get, so when we make profit, you also make profit. So it is a win-win situation. You don't have to do anything. So before we go to the individual currency, let's check the economic activity. But before we check the economic activities, let me tell you where I think the DSY is going to. For me, I believe that the DSY should still sell next week. So we should see a retracement in the DSY. So after the retracement, we should be looking for a sell opportunity in the DSY going to the next week. So probably maybe a retracement back to this particular area to retest this broken resistant area. So this is a support, this is a broken support area. So we are looking for a retest, and then this resistance will actually turn to support, and then we see price coming back to 106.019. that is a 106.019, which means that that's the next support level right there. So that's what I'm actually looking out for on the DSY going to the next week. So I'm looking for DSY weakness, but we'll wait for price to retest this. And as you can see, we have a 200 period moving average and a 50 period moving average, which price has moved away from. So probably we should see price going to test that area. If price didn't reject at this 200 period, we will see price coming back to this area, and then we'll see a weakness in the DSY. So which means next week you should be looking at AUD USD buy, TP USD buy, continuation buy, Euro USD continuation buy. So which means that I don't really have a lot of pair on my watch list for today. You get, I don't really have a lot of pair on my watch list for today. So I just have like some pairs, like not up to 7, because most of the markets, when you look at most of other pairs, you see a lot of range in them. You get, so market is not really pure this January. In fact, last week was a losing week for me. You get, this January is not really okay like that. You get, for most of the traders, you understand. So you just have to be patient, and then just have to just follow your rule. Even if you're in a losing streak, you follow your rule, and then you don't deviate from it, so that you won't lose your account. So that is that. So let's check the economic activities of next week. Monday, but starting from Tuesday, we have consumer confidence from the US dollar, and then we have core durable goods order. So on Wednesday, we have AUD CPI, we have Canadian dollar monetary policy interest rate report from the from Canada. So just from Bank of Canada, just plaster year, like we used to say. And their this thing is to cut interest rate by 25 basis points. And that is the forecast. So let's see how it will go. Maybe they will actually cut interest rate, or probably maybe they will release as previous. So let's see. But what they are planning to do is to cut their interest rate by 25 basis points. And on Wednesday, we have the interest rate report from the FOMC, like from the Fed themselves. So we have the FOMC statement report from the Fed on Wednesday. So let's see. And what they are proposing is to leave interest rates unchanged. The previous one is 4.5, and then this one to the forecast is 4.5 as well. So on Thursday, we have from the ECB too. You get monetary policy statement from the ECB. They are planning on cutting interest rate too. This might actually affect the euro. So which means that euro US dollar, I'm a bit skeptical about euro US dollar. Probably I might just be, but my normal prediction on euro US dollar or forecast on euro US dollar is buy. But if some level break, then I will change my bias. So we have the unemployment report, which comes out every Thursday next week, and then we have advanced GDP, which is proposed to drop to 2.7%. And then what else do we have in the economic activities? We have commodity price index, and then we have, so in a nutshell, next week is for the central bank's interest rates in most countries, coming from the Canada, from the ECB, and then from the US dollar. You get, so be prepared next week to see a lot of volatility in the markets. That one is very, very sure, because when it comes to interest rates, interest rates comes with a lot of volatility. You get, so when the country want to release their interest rates, you see a lot of volatility in the market. Not to talk of, we have 3 countries that want to release their interest rate. You get, and in terms of ECB, there are some countries that are in the ECB. We are talking about the Germany, talking about the Italy, talking about Germany, Italy, talking about other 2 countries too. You get, so that are in the ECB. So the first pair on my watch list is gold. So, and as you can see, gold has hit the all-time high. Like the previous all-time high, it has hit that price level. You get, but what I'm looking at on gold is a buy bias. You get, so what I'm actually looking at from here is for price to probably retrace back to this area. So I'm looking for price to retrace back here, and then we'll see a bullish sentiment that will break this all-time high. So I'm looking at seeing another all-time high on gold next week. But if we can see a retracement back to this particular area, or if this area break, you should be looking for a retracement back to 2,705 and a breakout that will break this all-time high at 2,786. But for me, if this area break to the downside, then that's when I'll be looking for a sell opportunity back to 2,600 or below 2,600. But for now, this is what I'm still looking at in the market to happen in the market. So here I'm looking for price to bounce off this area, and then we'll see price rejecting here, and then come back to this all-time high and break it. Or if there is a rejection at this particular area, then we'll see price breaking this all-time high. So that's what I'm actually looking at for gold going to the next week. So the next pair I want to check is GBP US dollar. So last week we saw some movement in the GBP US dollar last week. So if you check this weekly time frame, you see that this weekly candle is very, very long. And then if you see this area, you see that there is a resistance level at this area, a very strong resistance level at this area, which means that what I'm going to do here is to look for a retracement, because this level will still break. Price will still break this level to the upside, but there will be a retracement because that level we have to reject first. So that retracement, I'll be looking for price to come back to 50% Fibonacci retracement level like this before we see a breakout of this particular area. So that's what I'm actually looking at. So let's check the daily time frame, and then let's check the 4-hour time frame. So this is where the 50% Fibonacci retracement level is. So this is where I'll be taking my buy setup, or 50 or 60% Fibonacci retracement level. So anywhere I see a rejection candle, probably in the 4-hour and the confirmation candle, this is where I'll be taking my bias on GBP USD. But I might take the opportunity of this sell if I see the sign in the maybe in the 1-hour time frame, and I see the sign that price is coming down to this particular level. What I actually want to do is to buy GBP USD, but I'll be waiting for price to step down because of that resistance level at this area. This resistance level is very, very strong. So, and something might happen here that you need to take note of. Price daily time frame might open high. You get, so this thing, I'm coming. So daily time frame might open high, and then you see maybe probably at the close of the daily time frame, you see a weak rejection candle around this area, and the price will settle below this particular area. You get this format. But if I see this one happening on Monday, then probably I will enter a sell setup on Tuesday, which I'll be targeting either of this particular area. And then here too, I'll be looking for a bullish rejection signal to buy, and then we can see break of this to the upside. So on GBP USD, that's what I'm actually looking at here. So and another thing is that if you see price breaking this level and then closing above this level, then it's an opportunity for you to buy GBP US dollar. But if price close below this level, probably maybe on Monday, there's an opportunity for you to look for a reversal back to any of this level. Then you can look for a buy opportunity at that level. So that is that about GBP USD. So the next pair I want to check here is the Euro US dollar. So Euro US dollar too, what I'm actually looking for is a buy setup. Probably I'm not looking for any retracement here. So the only retracement I'm waiting for here is for price to give me maybe a retracement in the daily time frame, maybe at the Asian section on Sunday night. If price retraces back to this area, on London section, I'll be looking for a buy opportunity, which probably I would like to buy Euro USD back to 1.05950. You get, so at the Asian section on Monday, I'll be looking for a bearish candle, that is a daily time frame, in the daily time frame. So when we are now in the London section, so I'll be waiting for a rejection of that candle to close bullish. So let's see how it goes on Monday. Let's see how the candle will open on Sunday night. So that's what I'm actually looking at, for a retracement back to this area, and then in the London and New York section for rejection back to 1.05950. And then if price break this area, because the reason why I target this area, because this area is a very, very significant level, price might reject from this area. So if this area break, and then we'll see price settling down above that area, should be looking for a bullish setup back to 1.08072. The next pair is AUD USD. Like the same thing I'm looking for on Euro USD, that's what I'm actually looking for on AUD US dollar. So for price to create maybe a little selling pressure, then that is the Asian section. Then when it comes to the London section, we should see rejection back to 0.64242, and then if this level break, we should see price going back to 0.62532. And one of the things why I said that, because price is not creating a new low again. Price creates a new low here, it creates a new low here, it creates a new low here. We never see any new low at this particular area, so it has started creating a higher low. You understand? So this is a higher low, and then this is a higher, and then this one has been break. This lower high, this is a lower high, this is lower low. So this lower high has been invalidated at this particular area. So if you want to read market structure, this is how to do it. This lower high has been broken and price stay above it. You get, so this one didn't form a weak rejection and close below it. So as this one got invalidated around this area, which means that we should be looking for another higher low, then probably maybe a new higher high back to this particular area. So we are now having bullish sentiment coming back to AUD USD after some times of a bearish sentiment. So which means that we are looking for a buying opportunity on AUD USD next week. So the next one is GBP AUD. So GBP AUD, what I'm actually looking for a bullish bias, that is a bullish setup on GBP AUD. And as you can see, this is swing low, and then this is a swing high. And after putting a Fibonacci retracement, we'll see that price consolidates at this 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level and got rejected. So after getting rejected, price breakout. These are the what we call the consolidation, price breakout of the consolidation, and then we'll see price settling above it. So next thing I'm actually looking for is for a retracement, maybe coming back to this area, and then we'll see a bullish sentiment that might even break this all-time like this swing high right here. So we might see a move that will break this particular high. So let's see what market will bring next week. But what I'm actually looking for is probably a retracement and a rejection back to my TP1 here, and then TP2 here, which is the all-time that all-time high is coming up. I don't understand. So through this swing high, you get. So that's what I'm actually looking at on GBP US dollar going to the next week. So on GBP SND, I'm also seeing the same thing playing out on GBP SND, but this one played out with the trend line, which means that we have a lot of rejection at this trend line. 1, 2, this is a fake breakout, and then this is a rejection, and there is another rejection at this particular area. So I'm actually looking forward to probably a retracement and a rejection back to price might actually invalidate this high. So it might be a long-term buy setup on GBP SND and then GA and then GN. So I'm looking for a long-term buy setup on both pair. You understand? That's what I'm looking for next week, a long-term buy setup, and I will not hesitate to go with the right. So any strategy you are using, you should look for a buying opportunity on GBP SND going to the next week. And if your analysis says sell, then you can go ahead. But for me, this is what I'm actually saying for now on GBP USD, a long-term buying opportunity on GBP SND. And for those of you that actually use supply and demand, so I want to do something here. So let's just eliminate this trend line. As you can see, there is a demand level at these areas. See, there is a demand level at this particular area, which means that we should see price going to the upside. So that's what I'm actually looking for on GBP SND. So the last pair I want to check for today is GBP Euro SND. So Euro SND, from the ECB, they are planning on cutting interest rate. So let's see if they actually cut the interest rate. Euro SND and then Euro UD will see more volatility to the downside. So last week I said this is what I'm actually looking for. Euro USD back here, and you see there's a lot of consolidation around this area. So what you see here on Euro SND is what you see most of other peers that are not US dollar peers. That's what you see in the likes of Euro JPY, in the likes of GBP card and New Zealand card and stuff like that. So there's a lot of range, and not even rate is a choppy market. So just anyhow. So which means that we're in a choppy market environment right now, apart from the US dollar pair that's probably has become weaker, and then you see likes of GU started buying, EU started buying, and the USD started buying. So USD, I'm actually looking for a sell setup on USD. So let's check the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, so I'm looking for price to actually sell back to this area. I'm looking for price to sell back to this particular area before any other movement. So I don't think USD can settle above this price level right now. I don't think so. So let's see next week. Let's see how it goes. So keep your eye on the charts and then see how price reacts to that particular area. So guys, these are the pair on my watch list today. As you can see, they are just 7. So that's the pairs on my watch list this week. You get, so do well to subscribe, like and share, and don't forget to drop your opinion in the comment section. And there's a link to verified prop firm, verified broker in the description box. Do well to click on it, register, and then once again join our copy trading and be profitable. And then there's a link to our Telegram channel where I drop my setups every day. So join us there too, and let's trade together. Those that joined the copy trade last week have seen some profit. At least they've seen 9% of their money, you get. So join us, let's trade together. So have a lovely trading week. Don't forget to trade safely. Don't forget to use a protective stop loss.